Come on, Matt. Let's go.
We'll start right here.
All right. Triple H, first off, it's an honor to speak to you. You coming from the WWE/WWF, and obviously it's a big fight weekend, and seeing how boxing markets itself and puts on big fights, what do you think is missing from boxing that they could learn from the WWE in order to grow the sport and make it bigger and more marketable and grow stars?
Is there anything missing? I don't know. That's up to them to decide. But if I was to do it, I'd put more show into it. Look, there's times when I go, I'm a big fan of boxing and MMA. And there's times when I go to events and, it's amazing to watch on television. But when you sit in the arena event, it's maybe not the event that you wished it could be from start to finish, right? Those are the things that I would do differently, but that doesn't mean I'm right. That means that's how I would treat our product. How they treat their product is a decision for them. But for me, making it a bit more spectacle, making it a bit more of an event that entertains you from start to finish, because I'll tell you right now, everything is entertainment. Doesn't matter if it's the news, doesn't matter if it's movies, television, doesn't matter if it's sports. It's all entertainment. Entertain people.
Just ask you, Tyson Fury has come over to the WWE and taken to it like a duck to water. How impressed have you been with him and how he's adapted and how he's embraced the WWE and your culture?
It's amazing, right? I think he is another example of a Logan Paul. He is another example of a Bad Bunny. He is another example of, if you go back years, Floyd Mayweather. Celebrities or other athletes that come into our business, that come into our industry with the respect level, right? Grew up fans, love it, think it's one of the greatest entertainment forms on the planet, and approach it in that manner. Have that level of respect for it, and are willing to put in the effort, the grind, the blood, sweat, and tears that it takes to be great at this. If they're willing to do that, they earn my respect. If they earn my respect, I want to see them do amazing things just like anybody else. So, my hat's off to them. I love Tyson Fury. Hopefully, after he finishes off Joshua, after he finishes off Usyk, all that stuff, he comes back to us.
Will you be looking to sign him and to keep him with WWE more permanently once his boxing career maybe tapers off?
If that's what he wants to do, then I would love to have that conversation. Absolutely.
Logan Paul's having a bit of a pinch me moment right now because this is something that he grew up dreaming about. What's it been like just overall with the discussions and working with him and having it all kind of manifest?
It's amazing. Look, I think when people have that sort of pinch me moment, it's because they have that respect level for what they're thinking about doing, right? Logan's respect level for what we do as a business, for what our athletes go through on a day-to-day basis, that grind, that's what's making this, it's making him have that moment, right? His respect level. When he then puts in that effort to do what we do, it makes us have that respect level back to him. And that's when this becomes great. He's willing to put in the effort, the grind, the drive, all the stuff to make this happen. He and I are talking now almost on a daily basis about what he can do next, how he can improve, what he can watch, what he can study. That's the level of what it takes to do this. It's a 24/7 gig, and the ones that are willing to put in that effort, it pays off for them.
Who else do you guys?
On paper.
Over here.
WWE has a long history of working with boxers. Are there any current boxers out there right now that you've been watching and think may be a good fit for in the future? There's Ryan Garcia, who has a huge following, who could have some crossover appeal. Are there any other boxers that you're watching right now?
I think Ryan Garcia is a big name. Look, I think Deontay Wilder, I think Tyson Fury. I think, some of the guys that are out there that are just those big personalities that know, in boxing parlance, that know how to sell the fight, that know how to make themselves personality. When they know how to do that, they're entertainers. When they can entertain at that level, they're already amazing athletes. When they can entertain at that level, that makes them attractive to us.
One more question over here.
Yep, can I get it? I just want to tell you that I think that you've been doing a real good job. And how does it feel to be finally in charge of everything after all your hard work with NXT and everything you put into this business since you came to WWF in '96? How does it feel to...
Look, it's amazing. It's a hell of a run. It's a lot of fun right now. But, none of us would be here without Vince. None of us would be here without his vision, his passion, his drive to do all this. And those are massive shoes to fill. So on one hand, it's great and it's fun. On the other hand, it's a daunting task. But I can promise everybody out there that, for Steph, myself, for Nick, we're we're hell-bent, we're driven on making this the best it can be, and I look forward to, we're not looking to change the business, we're looking to evolve the business, and we're looking for that evolution to take place and to grow this, to continue what Vince started and made this great business that we're in, just continue it forward and continue it on the up and make it bigger than it's ever been before. Thank you, man.
Who do you got tonight, Triple H, Canelo or Triple G? I believe I saw you at the second one years ago.
Yes, man, this is a tough fight. You know, look, you can look at Triple G and say on the downside of an age battle in his career. You can look at Canelo and say as a guy that's been on the up, improving every single fight he's had for years now. But off the loss of Bivol, how does that affect him, right? And be honest, while he's on the wrong side of the age factor, last time I saw Triple G fight, it didn't look like he was getting older. If he comes in peak shape, if Canelo comes in off his game because of the last fight, this could be a big night for Triple G. He's such a technical fighter. He's so good that if Canelo makes a mistake, he's going to capitalize. If I'm honest, my heart says Triple G, my head says Canelo.
You as a boxing fan, what next fight are you going to see?
Can Fury beat Joshua? I think so. Yeah, I do. I think so. He's too big. He's too talented. He's too skilled. He has it all, and I think that I think that's a definitive win by Tyson Fury.